Welcome pilots to the Imperial Navy Starfighter Training Program. Today, you will learn the basics of how to pilot a TIE starfighter, the basics of energy management, and learn to engage enemy craft in an increasingly challenging series of targets. These skills are essential in performing your duties to serve and defend the interests of the Empire. You will begin by engaging several static targets. As the mission progresses, you will then engage a set of moving targets before finally engaging a set of actively hostile targets. With each new craft you destroy, the difficulty will increase. This will help acclimate you to the basics of maneuvering your fighter whilst engaging enemy craft. Pay constant attention to your threat indicator array. It is part of your targeting reticule and will light up when an enemy is aiming a weapon at you. Avoid direct head-on engagements if possible. That said, if you can get off the first few shots before the enemy does, you can often force them to break off first. This requires precision targeting skills on your part. You will fly the TIE fighter designated Alpha 1. It is the standard backbone starfighter of the Imperial Navy. Armament consists of twin chin-mounted lasers. It has no shields or hyperdrive, but relies instead on speed and agility to avoid enemy fire. That's where your skill as a pilot comes in. There will be no opposition at first, but in the dogfighting portion of the mission, the Z-95 Headhunter will be your enemy. It isn't as fast or maneuverable as a TIE fighter, but it has the same armament and also boasts deflector shields. In this mission, you will learn the basics of TIE starfighter movement, energy management, and combat. You will begin by engaging a set of fixed targets. Next, you will learn to maneuver your craft to engage non-hostile moving targets. Finally, you will combine these skills to engage individual hostile craft that will shoot back at you. Each new craft will increase in difficulty as you progress. Once you complete these tasks, you may optionally continue practicing by engaging multiple enemies at once, increasing the odds against you. In this mission, you will learn the basics.
Welcome, Alpha 1, to your basic combat training. Try not to touch anything until told to. In this mission, you will learn the combat basics. Hit the T key to target the container in front of you. Target 1 is now in your Combat Multi-View Display, or CMD. The CMD gives you all the basic information about a target. This includes its current shield and hull strength, distance from you, and its system status. You can also see its current flight orders. Your targeting box should also be green to indicate a good shot. Fire at will to destroy target 1. It should take approximately 8 hits. Now target the next container. Steer your craft to the right toward the next target. Align the target in your targeting box until it turns green. Now destroy target 2. Continue until you destroy all the containers. level will also alter your engine speed. Be careful not to get too close to exploding targets. They will cause damage to any nearby craft. In an unshielded TIE fighter, this usually means instant death. Well done. You've destroyed all of the containers. Now let's see how you fare against a moving target. Target mover 1 and engage it. Pressing the R key targets the nearest enemy. To match speed with the target, press the return or enter key. To make sharper turns, reduce your throttle to 1/3 power. Your sensors show the relative location and distance of targets. The left-hand sensor shows targets in front of you. The right-hand sensor shows targets behind you. The brighter a dot is, the closer it is to you. Your current target will show as a large yellow dot. Good. Each new craft will become more difficult to target. Continue until all Z-95s from Group Mover are destroyed. Again, the difficulty will increase with each successive craft. As well as pressing the R key for targeting the nearest enemy fighter, you can also press the E key to target the nearest enemy attacking you. Careful with head-on engagements. Without shields, your TIE will always be at a disadvantage. Try to get behind your targets first.
I'm breaking up. Check.
Looks like you took some heavy damage.
Excellent work, Alpha 1. Primary mission objectives completed.
Good shooting, Alpha 1. You have successfully grasped the basics. Quit now, or try your hand against larger waves of enemy craft. Be warned, the odds will steadily increase against you.
Breaking up. Check. down. Ejecting. I'm breaking up. Ejecting.
Craft arriving.
Well done. You learned quickly and have clearly shown you are capable of engaging enemy craft in combat. Proceed to your next mission.